Hello everyone, and welcome to my Royal Family Politics channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Though positive statements from Buckingham Palace indicate that both royals are doing well, concerns about their health have been expressed throughout the country. The King and Kate are facing significant health issues, according to insiders. According to the palace, both should hopefully recover from their ailments. Officials won't even validate the most accurate diagnosis, going beyond stating that Kate has abdominal problems and that the King is battling cancer. In addition to this mystery, doomsday conspiracy ideas have been stoked on social media due to Prince William's unexpected absence from a memorial ceremony in Windsor on Tuesday. His last-minute justification of a personal matter for his absence revealed a problematic gap. It appeared as though the royal family had been struck down and, worse yet, had almost vanished from view. There are questions regarding the whereabouts of the missing royals, even at the BBC. The wonderful assurance that a strong monarchy that would uphold the finest aspects of British culture till the end of the century was professed during last May's magnificent coronation had all but vanished in front of our eyes. The European royals attending the funeral ceremony for King Constantine of Greece on Tuesday at Windsor's St. George's Chapel appeared uncomfortably disheveled in the absence of the King, Kate, and William. The world was captivated by the stunning pictures of the recently crowned King and Queen that were beaming from the balcony of Buckingham Palace only in May. William and Kate stood smiling not far away. Many applauded the new Princess of Wales as the fulcrum of the future of the monarchy. Their three endearing offspring validated the line of succession for the following 2 generations by peering over the balustrade of the palace. However, that wonderful recollection was dashed this week. Sensational conjecture and intrigue instead met Britain's eyes. The photos of Kate visiting hospitals, cuddling with infants, and playing games with kids are no longer available. Whatever the political mayhem, every monarchist was reassured by the uplifting pictures of the youthful, devout, and honorable future Queen, Kate, who stood for the defense of the finest aspects of British culture. Some people think it would be appropriate to see Kate and William's kids outing with their dad. Kate and the monarchy have suffered from being negatively portrayed to the public by hiding their happy smiles. But this Thursday, we witnessed an elderly set of royals limp into a chapel rather than sporty Kate happily dropping her kids off at school. The Dukes of Gloucester and Kent, Princess Anne, and the Queen are in their 70s and 80s. Prince Andrew's crude behavior made the situation worse. Andrew assumed that the British had forgotten about his outlandish association with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, considering his position at the forefront of the royal entourage at Windsor. It was hard not to wonder if Andrew remembered his shame as he saw his sickening display of self-importance while he glad-handed the clergyman outside the chapel. He was unusually deprived of his highest honors by his mother. He was supposedly ordered to live in hiding. Rather, Andrew capitalized on King Charles's absence to celebrate what he obviously thought to be his victorious comeback. Amidst the entourage of royals making their way to St. George's Chapel, where was the Queen? She was, regrettably, near the rear of the group. That evening, the confusing image of Andrew's beaming ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, as the family's leading lady, was all that the British were left to deal with. Many questioned, what is happening to the royal family, if Princess Anne must trail after the toe-sucking Fergie? Was there a plot by some royals to replace the Duke and Duchess of York with Andrew and Fergie, or had they just pushed their way to the front? Regretfully, it is evident that nobody in Buckingham Palace is in command. Not one of those sage, grey-suited courtiers who did such a good job of serving the late Queen Elizabeth has survived. The days of the considerate private secretary to the late Queen, Christopher Geidt, are long gone. Rather, the new breed of authorities showed themselves incapable of foreseeing or averting the unsettling pictures at Windsor. Naturally, it's difficult to handle royal sickness and the unannounced postponement of highly anticipated engagements. It takes specialized abilities to organize events to scrub the nation into believing that the royal family is not in danger. The only people who could have stopped the scandal-mongering that went viral on the internet were individuals with experience and wisdom. However, the belief held by high-ranking palace officials that releasing a bland statement stating Kate continued to be doing well would be adequate, regrettably, is evidence that King Charles has not surrounded himself with capable advisors. The fact that Meghan and Harry are unable to put an end to their relentless campaign of disdain for the royal family is evidence of the courtiers' dubious abilities. The greedy Sussexes of Montecito never pass up a chance to disparage Harry's family, particularly Kate and the Queen, and Britain. Harry lost his most recent legal battle this week, challenging the decision to lower his security classification when he ceased to be a working royal. He will, however, now file an appeal. It's hard to imagine that Harry would ever want to go back to Britain after he poured so much poison against his family in California. Harry had told the judge, though, that he thought of Britain as his home, and even more shamelessly, that his 2 kids thought of Britain as their home, all without blushing. Which planet is home to Harry, the man who exiled himself? His open offer of forgiveness and his willingness to step in while the king finishes his medical treatment were even more concerning. Even a sensible monarchist would be driven into the arms of Republicans by the thought of Harry and Meghan prance around Britain with their arrogant grandeur. With all of the recent upheaval, one would wonder what steps should be taken to stabilize the ship. How much more information regarding Charles and Kate's health should the palace be urged to divulge? Many contend that the royal family does not have the right to complete privacy because they are public figures who receive government funding. Openness proponents contend that their experiences cannot be kept secret. The public is always informed about the health status of the head of state in both America and France. Others don't agree. Those who wish the royals well feel that the public doesn't need to know the specifics of their medical conditions. The media's incessant investigation of Charles and Kate's ailments and prospects for recovery is not conducive to their recuperation. It is necessary to leave them alone. I agree with the privacy argument. The King and Kate may require more time to heal than first thought, according to some knowledgeable insiders, despite the palace spokesman stating this week that the 2 royals will return to their duties following Easter. The media would speculate about their illnesses in graphic detail if the specifics were made public. That would not only be feeding a feeding frenzy, but it would also be unedifying and undermine the monarchy. The cunning and voyeuristic would want to know more. That cannot serve the interests of Britain or the monarchy. What matters more is how the monarchy is portrayed in the coming weeks. William, Anne, and the Queen will bear the lion's share of the load. Now that she has worked so hard these past few weeks, the Queen is taking a vacation. She gets tired easily at 76, which restricts her availability. Princess Anne has always performed her tasks with honor, and her assistance is greatly valued. Naturally, though, William, the heir apparent, is in the center of attention. His dedication to his children is something that no one should undervalue. With no intention of depending on help, he wishes to be a full-time dad while Kate is away. His children are his top priority. William is as popular as Kate, in part because of her. His performance has been closely examined in her absence. Notoriety for his unwavering determination to build an alternative monarchy led him to openly advocate for an end to the hostilities in Gaza. William was wrong to drag the impartial monarchy into that extreme political maze, whatever his intentions. He went to a synagogue and wisely denounced the rise in anti-Semitism in order to atone for his sins. The advisors of the royal family must guide their employers away from scandal and unwise public appearances if William and the monarchy are to survive. Right today, hardly a single monarchist is satisfied with the lessons learned. We hope the royal family gets well soon. Everyone should be careful to convey the appropriate messages in the interim. King Charles courageously revealed his cancer diagnosis, defying royal protocol. In the past, senior royals have kept quiet about their health issues. Charles's grandfather George VI was the last high-ranking royal to receive a cancer diagnosis. George, a chronic smoker, had his left lung removed because of structural anomalies a few months prior to his passing in September 1951. The abnormalities turned out to be a deadly carcinoma, yet George's cancer experience remained unknown to the public. According to Buckingham Palace, Charles wished to raise public understanding for cancer victims around the world by disclosing his diagnosis. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.